What is going on, everybody? Well, I told you that I'd be doing my not Romeo and Juliet, my Sherlock Gnomes review live today, streaming it because I got a lot of stuff going on today. And besides doing all the editing and besides doing a full-on review where I set up my camera and all my equipment and everything else I got going on, I figured that it would be just much better, much simpler, where I can still get a review out to you guys, but I can also communicate with you. And besides doing the review, I actually want to tell you about some stuff that's coming up on the channel. I also want to tell you guys and catch up with you guys if that's something you want to do. So I figure we'll give it a couple more minutes and then we'll get right into the review. All right, so how are you guys doing? I admit it's a little strange talking to a camera where you're talking to yourself almost all the time. All right, we'll give it like another, let's go to a minute 35, and then we'll get right into the review. All right, so we're almost there. 2 and 1, and all right, let's start talking about Sherlock Gnomes. Well, if you guys haven't seen my Stardust reaction, then, or if you have, then you should know that I downright hated Sherlock Gnomes from beginning to end. Hated it. And it's not because it's a film made for kids. I know that might be an issue for some people, but in all honesty, Sherlock Gnomes, I think it is a movie that's good for kids. It's got all the kind of humor that kids like. It's got a lot of fart jokes. It's got a lot of butt jokes. It's got a lot of below the belt humor that kids will really enjoy. But besides that, the story isn't all that special. The script is abysmal. And the only positive I can really say about this movie is I have no complaints about Johnny Depp. He's been, hey, what's going on, Cody Hughes? So Johnny Depp's been an eccentric weirdo when it comes to his performances for the past few years. And I think in this case, in this particular instance, it actually works because in my opinion, I think Johnny Depp as Sherlock Gnomes was the best part of the entire movie, but that might just be because I'm a giant Sherlock Holmes fan. I don't know. That may be the case, but yeah. I mean, the animation's okay, but the film overall, it's just terrible. And as far as a rating goes for this movie, I'm going to have to say that I would say stay in your shorts, except if you're like 5 years old or below. And for all of you parents who are going to have to take your kid to see this movie, I sincerely apologize for that because no one should have to go through this, least of all the kids, least of all the adults. All right, yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I don't really want to talk about this movie very much anymore. I just want to continue to talk about some stuff I have going on in the near future. So let's see here. What does Cody Hughes say? I'm going to be back this week to next week. I just have strep and mono right now. Huh? Cody, I'm really sorry to hear that, man. I really hope you start feeling better. And if you guys haven't seen Cody Hughes' channel, it's really fantastic. A little while ago, I did a collaboration with him reviewing The Darkest Tower, the Dark Tower from last year, which was kind of abysmal, but the review's great. So if you guys haven't had a chance to go see Cody Hughes, then I highly recommend going to do that. And now let's start in and talking about the channel. What's going on with the channel? So of course you guys know all the reviews I've had this week. Monday was Love, Simon. Tuesday was Pacific Rim Uprising. Yesterday I reviewed Unsane, and we just talked about Sherlock Gnomes here today. And one thing I'm really excited about, guys, of course, unlike everybody, I was working yesterday, so I didn't get the chance to go see Ready Player One, and that's why you don't have a review of that this morning. But I will be seeing Ready Player One later today, and you'll have that review by tomorrow. Also, one thing I'm actually really excited about, you guys, is the fact that I think I've already told you about this, but just as a reminder, starting on April 9th, from April 9th until April 27th, when my review of Avengers Infinity War comes out, I will be reviewing every single one of the films within the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I'm really excited for that. I've been waiting to do this for a little while, and I just can't wait for you. Because in all honesty, this Journey to Infinity War, it's a project that has really made me push the limits of what I'm able to do with my editing. I mean, the editing itself is kind of a pain, but I cannot wait for you guys to see it. I'm making all the preparations right now. I'm getting some of the reviews made, and yeah, just mark on the calendar. Same time as I always do, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time when it comes to all my videos. So just a reminder, Journey to Infinity War, it will be up April 9th through April 27th. And yeah, and the best thing about all of this stuff is, guys, is the fact that with my reviews of all the Marvel films and everything coming out, you're still going to be getting my movie analysis. You're still going to be getting everything else that I do on this channel. So you get all my Marvel reviews, and then you'll get all my analysis and other movie reviews. And I'm really excited for that. And of course, when it comes to, I told you guys the last time we had this live stream, but these live streams is something I want to start doing semi-regularly because I want to keep you guys in the loop. I got a few projects lined up, and I want to keep you informed with what's going on with them, if there's any complications. I don't want to get too spoilerish into them, but what I can say right now is for this major project I'm coming out with this summer, it is coming along just fine. Right now, it's just writing scripts for it and getting those scripts ready to go so I can start shooting it by the middle of April. And now we have the BC film reviews and more. And he says, why did this come out? Just really? Yeah. No, I have no idea. I have no idea BC film reviews. I really don't. Sherlock Gnomes was a poor excuse for a film. I don't think anybody's going to deny that whatsoever. But yeah, I was just getting into the project that I'm going to be doing this summer. Like I said, don't want to spoil anything too heavy, but I do want to keep you guys in the loop. So I think, like I said, I would like to keep doing these live streams because this is actually a lot of fun. This is a good way for me to keep in contact with you guys and to keep you informed and bring you along sort of with the journey that I'm doing with all of the projects that I've got going on, so that when it comes time for you guys to see the final project, you can feel like you're involved and you can feel like you're kind of behind the scenes. So what I can say right now is the project is good. The project is doing phenomenally, and I'm still working on the scripts, but like I said before, I would really, my plan right now is to start filming all of this stuff by the middle of April. By April 16th, I want to start shooting this stuff. And I am hoping against hope I can get, without any technical difficulties, that I can get all this stuff out to you guys by the middle of June. So like by June 15th, I want to get this stuff out to you. I've been really excited about this. I've been thinking about this project for a little over 6 months now, and I've been wanting to bring it to you. I've just been extremely busy, and now I finally have the time to do it. Like I said, working on the scripts and everything. And I also have one more big project that's going to be... Okay, what are you shooting? I missed a bit. Sorry. No, BS, not BS. BC Film Review. Don't you worry about that. For any of you who think that okay, so let me just give the rundown. So I've got a big project that I've been thinking about and working on for about the past 6 months. And I'm just getting to the middle part of writing the scripts and about to finish them. And I am hoping to start filming this project for you guys in the middle of April, so that way I can get it ready and upload it by the middle of June. So, Ninja Warrior Superstars. Hey, Ninja Warrior Superstars, how's it going? Thanks for showing up, man. So yeah, we just talked about Sherlock Gnomes and how abysmal that tragedy is. Now we're just getting into the channel update stuff. And of course, at the end of this live stream, or during the middle of this live stream, whenever, I'm going to use some time so I can catch up with you guys, because I do like doing these community-based live streams because it does help me stay in contact with you guys, with the community, and it makes us feel more like family. So Ninja Warrior Superstars, just to catch you up on things, I was just talking about the project that I've got going on that I'm planning for you guys coming this summer. I'm still at the very beginning stages of it, but I'm hoping to finish up with the scripts by the middle of this next coming up month of April, and I'm hoping to finish it by the middle of June so I can upload it by that same point. Okay, Ninja Warrior Superstar says, I'm good and I need more sweet film podcasts. Lol. Yeah, I know. I know, guys. If there's one thing that people are consistently talking to me and Zach about, it's people seem to really like the Sweet Film Podcast. And thank you guys so much for your input. Thank you so much for your input on the Sweet Film Podcast. We got, I think right now it's over like either 120 or 130 people who have seen it. So we can't say thank you enough. We're going to do the best that we can. We understand that you guys love the podcast. It's just that Zach and I have extremely busy schedules. And this past month especially has been kind of extraordinary, but we are going to do the best that we can to get another episode out to you as soon as we can. We also need to get back to doing our Battle of the Schmoes podcast. But guys, don't worry. We are going to get this stuff out to you. We want to start doing this more on a semi-regular basis. So stay tuned. I'm going to be talking to Zach over the next couple of days. We're going to figure out a plan on what we think is the next best step to do. And we're going to figure out when we should upload our next episode, but stay tuned for that. And thank you guys so much once again for your support. All right. The BC Film Review says it's called Charles Xavier Gets Honest, and it's my first. Okay. Yeah. Well, BC Film Reviews, I can't wait to see what you come up with. I can't wait to see how that turns out. I mean, look, if there's one thing that I strive towards to doing on this platform, guys, is something that Zach and I try to strive towards, is the fact that we want to create a platform where you guys can feel empowered, where we can inspire people, where we can help people get creative. So no matter what their creative endeavors are, no matter what their endeavors are, if they want to start working in the film industry, or if they want to write a book or something along those lines, we want to help you guys achieve your goals. I mean, I know for me personally, I do want to eventually try to work in the film industry in some capacity. I mean, I love film, guys. I mean, I know we all do. I've loved film since I was a kid, and I'm trying to set myself up with all the stuff that we're doing so that, you know, we can still be a family, so we can still do all this great stuff that we do on this platform. Man, but goals. Guys, if you have goals, if you have dreams, no matter what you have on your mind, no matter what you put your heart into, you can do it. A lot of work, sure, yeah. It's going to be a lot of work, but no matter what you put your mind to, no matter what you want to accomplish, you can do it. Just always keep that in mind. I'll tell you guys, when it comes to this whole YouTube thing, all the process with school and work and YouTube and all this stuff, I'm going to be honest with you. Every day I get up at about 4. Okay, let's see here. Before I continue, BC Film Reviews and more. You, Zach, and a YouTuber called Cliff Cinema are the smaller YouTubers that inspire me. My big celebrity inspirations are John Hughes and Chris Stuckman. Thank you, BC Film Reviews. You know, man, that means a lot. That's what we're trying to do here. That's the name of our game. That's our mission, is we want to inspire you guys. We want to give you guys the drive and the inspiration to keep doing what you do. But like I said, it's a lot of hard work. I want to give you guys my schedule to tell you what it looks like for me, because it's going to be different for Zach and everybody else. But I know all of us were extremely hardworking people. I know for me personally, I usually get up at around 4 o'clock. I either have school, work, or some mixture of the two. And then I have my YouTube stuff and planning for the future. And most days, unlike today's usually when I give myself a bit of a break. But 6 days a week, 6 days a week from morning till night, it's 4 a.m. to 6 p.m., guys. And this is all for you. This is all for planning. This is all for trying to get bigger and better so we can have a bigger impact on people. And it's a lot of work, but trust me, guys, put your heart into it. It's worth it. I mean, Zach and I, we don't have the biggest channels in the world. Not by a mile. But the fact is, we don't care. I know I personally don't. What I care about most is that you guys are getting the most out of this stuff. That you are getting the most out of what we're giving. And that you are inspired to do whatever you want to do. You're inspired to go after your dreams and never give up on those dreams. Ninja Warrior Superstar says, damn, thank you for all you do, man. Hey, no problem, Ninja Warrior Superstar. And like I said, guys, I just got to give a big thank you for everything you do. Because in all honesty, what you guys see right now, the persona that I put on camera, the persona that I put on here, it's really the persona that I have in everyday life now. What I can say is, in my earlier videos, you could probably tell it was more of a character or a persona put on. But the fact of the matter is, what YouTube has allowed me to do, and I know Zach and I talked about this in our first episode of the Sweet Film Podcast, is the fact that it gives you a sense of confidence. I mean, it sounds kind of counterintuitive. Talking to a camera and going online and working on this inner space, it seems kind of counterintuitive that it would give you a sense of confidence, but it really, really, truly does. I mean, when I first started YouTube, I was shy. I was scared to talk to anybody. I was, scared of making connections. I was scared of really doing anything. But then as the months and the first year passed, I mean, I'm more excited about life than ever. I'm more excited to meet new people. It's kind of weird because I still have sort of my same introverted tendencies. However, I am more of an extrovert now than ever. And it feels so great. And guys, you helped out with that. The community helped out with that. This whole system that we've got set up here is fantastic. And the BC, I keep saying BS review, but that's another channel. And those guys are fantastic. BC Film Reviews says, that was, whoa, thank you. Thanks, man. That was one of the most real, not fake YouTube thank you speeches. Yeah, no, you are one of the most real and passionate people on YouTube. A new Stuckman. Well, thanks, man. I mean, BC Film Review, that means a lot. And one thing, okay, guys, another thing when it comes to YouTube, I know I have stuff that I need to do today, but I really do want to sit down and talk to you guys because I know besides myself, I don't know if you guys feel this way about Zach, but Zach is honestly Zach is one of the best people I've ever met. I mean, from an integrity and honesty standpoint, from a comedic standpoint, Zach is one of the most knowledgeable and most real people I've ever met on this platform. And of course, if you guys didn't know, Ryan O'Toole was the first person I talked to and connected with on this platform. But that's what this is great for. This whole system, this whole YouTube system is built on to make people better. And I know it is more of a business now than it ever was before. Have I met Ryan in person? Yeah, actually I have. Here's the funny thing, and it looks like Ryan just stopped in. Hey, Cody, I'm telling you, man, you'll love Ready Player One. Hey, thanks for the mention. Oh, Zach? No. Here's the funny thing about that, guys. One thing that you may not know, and I guess I'll talk about this now because it's going to be happening in like a month. After the semester ends for school, at the end of May, I am actually going to be flying out to Arizona to meet with Zach. So you can probably expect, you can probably expect an episode of the Sweet Film Podcast while I am there out with him, and probably a vlog on his channel where we talk and everything else. But Ryan, thank you so much for showing up, man. It's great to see you on here. And everybody, once again, thank you so much for your comments. Where was I? But yeah, I mean, this whole system of what we're trying to do here, guys, we're trying to inspire you. We're trying to give you the tools you need to be passionate. And we're just trying to make people be the best person that they can be. And you coming up to Massachusetts again this summer? Well, Oh, Ryan, you are a killer. But yeah, Ryan, I mean, I don't know, man. I really, really do. I mean, on vacation, I know setting up with work. I have 2 weeks of vacation I can use, and I'm using 1 week of vacation to go see Zach. And who knows, Ryan, maybe around the same time, maybe into early August, I will come up to see you. Or come down, because Maine's up higher in the country than Massachusetts. But whatever. Yeah, Ryan, no. I do want to come and see you again, Ryan, because honestly, besides Zach, you're one of the best people I know. And Rotten or Fresh is just simply one of the best games out there, period. But guys, sweet. See you, man. I'll keep up the support. Thank you, BC Reviews. And I'm pretty sure BC Reviews left. But yeah, guys, if there's Ninja Warriors, maybe if you don't piss him off, Ryan. JK, love you. Ninja Warrior, that's good. That's pretty good. Yeah, Ryan, don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. But anyway, guys, 20 minutes into this stream, and you guys are still fantastic, and I cannot wait to see what the future brings. And once again, thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the Sweet Film Podcast. Once we get this rolling, Zach and I do have some major stuff we want to do. Zach and I have some major stuff we want to do with the Sweet Film Podcast. I mean, some very, very big things, and we're excited to bring that stuff to you. But before we leave here, guys, I want to open it up to you. Is there any questions that you have? Is there anything you want to know about me? Is there any questions you have about maybe the future projects that are going to be up on this channel? Is there anything that you guys, just in general, I'm going to give us about, let's see here. Let's take 10 to 15 minutes, and I'll just open this whole chat up to you guys. Any questions, any comments, anything that you guys want to do to connect with me, go right ahead. Put it in the chat board, and I'll make sure I'm in contact with you. Ninja Warrior Superstar Ryan says, lol, culture under fresh. Ryan, that actually would not be a bad idea, man. I would absolutely love to do that. And I think I just spilled some water on myself. That's great. Okay, so Ninja Warrior Superstar says that's his secret. He's always angry. You better believe it. Ninja Warrior Superstar says, have you heard about this Marvel announcement that's supposed to be going down today? If so, any predictions? Actually, no, I haven't heard. I haven't really heard about any new Marvel announcement. I'm gonna have to look that up after we're done here. But thank you for informing me, Ninja Warrior Superstar. I'm gonna have to look into this. I'm really, really going to have to. But guys, what's going on with you? You got any? I know that BC Film Review said he's got a new short film type thing that he's doing, so that's exciting. And Ninja Warrior Superstar, we got talking about Sherlock Gnomes. We got talking about Ready Player One, which I'm going to see today, and then we got through a bunch of other stuff. So I said 10 to 15 minutes. However, if there aren't any more questions, any more any more comments, or any concerns, I think, all right, let's see here. How much do you think Ready Player One will make opening weekend? Well, that's a good question. Oh my gosh. Okay, Ready Player One opening weekend. We're dealing with a 4-day weekend here instead of let's see here. Opening weekend. Well, it opened last night, so we're dealing more with a 5-day weekend instead of a 4. So in total, be it Steven Spielberg, and considering its complete geek culture and considering how well known the book is, I'm going to say 110 million is a good guess, Ninja Warrior Superstars, but I think that Ready Player One, in my mind, it's going to make somewhere between 90 and 100 million. I don't think it'll necessarily get past, $100 million, but we will see. I mean, Steven Spielberg, I agree with you, Ryan. And I think Steven Spielberg is the most well-known, and he's my personal favorite director working today because he captures pretty much everything when it comes to childhood imagination, and he has proven he can direct pretty much any genre of film that you throw at him. I mean, he had Jurassic Park and Schindler's List come out the same year, and that's not nothing, considering Jurassic Park is one of the best movies ever made, and Schindler's List is one of the best movies ever made in its own spectrum, and it's a very impactful movie. Yep, maybe 110 is a bit too much. Well, who knows, Warrior Superstar? You may be right. I mean, when it comes down to it, 110 million might not be too much. It might not. Because it is Steven Spielberg. It is a big blockbuster summer type movie. So you might be right. I might be wrong here. All right. Let's see here. Ready Player One is my favorite Spielberg since Minority Report. Minority Report is so good. I mean, Minority Report is a very, very underrated Spielberg film. And I will say I haven't watched it in a while, but it is very, very good. But anyway, guys, that's it. I'm glad we were able to have this bit of a real talk. And I think, like I said before, I do want to start doing these live streams semi-regularly. So either maybe like a Saturday or Sunday right before the week's about to cap off, or hey, maybe even on a Friday before the weekend happens, so we can talk about the movies that have come out that weekend, and so we can also discuss certain things that may be coming up. And I think I'm off work most Fridays by like 5 p.m. So we could have a live stream like at 6 Eastern Standard Time each and every Friday, so I could catch you up on the projects that are going on this channel, on my life, and everything else. And of course, I love these community talking sessions. You guys are all the best. I love each and every single one of you. I hope you have a fantastic day. And like I said before, Sweet Fun Podcast and all the other stuff that Zach and I are doing, they're coming. And the projects that are coming this summer, I could not be more excited. Guys, get buckled in, get ready, get excited, because these next few months, this next year, it is going to be awesome.